You are already manifesting. You are already being delusional. The problem is that you are being delusional about things that aren't for your benefit. When you're manifesting with intention, you're being delusional, but you're doing it for the things that actually make your life better. Stop assuming that things aren't going your way. Stop assuming that people are judging you or people are thinking poorly about you. Stop assuming things that aren't for your benefit. Start switching it up and assuming that everybody likes you. Assuming that everything you do is successful. Assuming that you always win. Assuming that you always get what you want. Instead of constantly reminding yourself of every situation that hasn't gone your way and saying, oh no, like everything always doesn't go my way, people aren't loyal in relationships, corporations are so greedy and they don't care about their employees and whatnot. This could be true. I'm not saying you're lying, but you're already kind of being delusional because you're making an assumption of reality based off of a few incidents that have happened, or based off of something you saw on the news, or something your friend told you, or whatever, wherever your assumption came from, who knows? But you're still being crazy. You're still being delusional. The thing is, you think it's being realistic and you think it's being rational because it's negative. But it's not rational. It's still being delusional. The thing is, you're choosing to be delusional in a way that isn't going to actually help you. It's going to make your life worse. So start examining how you react to certain things. Start examining the thoughts that are constantly playing in your mind, because I guarantee you, you're already manifesting. You are already being delusional, but you're probably being delusional on the realistic side, where you could take that same thought, take that same energy, and shift it over to the more positive side, the growth-oriented side, in a way that's actually going to make your life better. Every assumption that you have is somewhere on a spectrum. So let's say it's about how other people perceive you. Okay, on one end of the spectrum, the negative side, you have the assumption that everyone hates me. Okay, on the other end of the spectrum, on the positive side, you have the assumption everyone loves me. Most people fall somewhere in the middle, right? But if you have a lower self-esteem, chances are you fall more on the negative side. It is still being delusional, okay? Because there is no objective truth to everybody liking you, everybody not liking you, everybody, half the people you meet like you or don't like you. There is no statistic you could ever come up with that would actually be accurate, because people are dying every day, people are born every day, new people come into your life every day, people leave your life every day. So there's never going to be an accurate statement that you're really logically saying, oh yeah, 75.555% of people like me. There's never going to be an accurate statement. So you get to decide where you want to fall on that spectrum. If you decide that everyone hates you, or most people don't like you because you're different, then that's the reality you're going to experience. But if you start to say, I understand that I fall somewhere on this spectrum, I don't like this spot that I'm at. I want to feel like everyone loves me. I want to start seeing that people are showing love for me and caring for me. Well, as you start to shift that belief, you're going to fall closer to the positive side, and that is where you're going to still be delusional, because either way you're being delusional, but at least this time you're being delusional in a way that's actually going to make your life better. So the biggest mistake you can make with manifesting is trying to be realistic, because there is nothing that is realistic. Everything is new and different, and things change every day. The universe is more fluid than it is static and fixed. So it's more likely that things will change than it is that things will stay the same. You know, in 99.99999% of situations, probably all situations, they change eventually. Things never stay exactly the same. So you can use that to your advantage. Accept the fact that the universe is constantly changing, the world is constantly changing, people's opinions are constantly changing. Science is constantly changing. Things that, 5 years ago were like, oh no, that's not true, it's made up, it's a myth, blah, blah, blah. 5 years later, it's, oh yeah, science actually now shows that this can work or this is true. So at the end of the day, you have to trust your intuition and you have to go with the reality and the assumption that is beneficial to you, because things change constantly. So now you have to decide in what direction are you going to change, because things are going to change regardless. Okay, you get to decide what that gets to be for you. And the more that you focus on your own assumptions about reality, that's when you're going to see the biggest changes. Because if you're constantly focusing on everything going on around you and you're looking for validation everywhere, it's going to feel really confusing and it's going to be really stressful, because there's a lot of mixed signals, there's a lot of mixed information, there's a lot of different frequencies, people out here with different energies, different paradigms, different grids. I like to call it grids. I love the word grids because it just gives me a visual representation of like an energetic field or a certain paradigm, whatever you want to call it. But these are things that are changing constantly. There's never like one single objective truth, right? Like even the truths that we think, okay, yes, they're fixed. Even now, we've been able to work around them. Like, yes, gravity is a thing and it exists. But guess what? We can still fly on airplanes. We can still work around it. And there's probably other things that have to do with gravity that at some point in the future we'll be able to do certain things that right now, thinking about it, we're like, oh no, that's impossible. Things happen like that all the time. So why can't it be for you? Why can't it be for your life and to your benefit? Why do things only change for other people in other areas? Why can't it be for you? So hopefully this video helped. Let me know if you have any questions. And of course, if you want to work with me, all the links are in the description. Love you. Bye. Mwah.